Well, today we're in Shafter. We're at Sequoia Elementary School, and today we're here to... All right, well, today we're at Sequoia Elementary School, and with me today I've got sixth grader Malachi. How are you?
Good.
You ready to go? All right, why don't you go ahead and read the problem that we have to do.
Find the GCF plus the LCM of 12 and 15.
Now, there's some students that are watching this for the first time that have no idea what that means. What is that?
It means greatest common factor.
Perfect. Greatest common factor, and the other one is?
Lowest common multiple.
Right, lowest common multiple or least common multiple. And the two numbers we need to work with are 12 and 15. So would you like to do the greatest common factor first or the least common multiple?
The greatest common factor.
All right, why don't you grab the marker and why don't you explain to me how you plan on finding the greatest common factor?
I plan on it by first putting the 1, then I put times, of course, 12.
Okay.
Then I do 2 times 6. Then I could do 3 times 4.
So you're just looking for numbers that go into 12?
Yes.
Right, those are factors of 12.
Then since 3 can't, it's 3 can't, it's already like 3 and 4.
Right, you're at the
So
end now, right?
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 that go into 12.
Perfect.
Then for 15, it's 1 times 15. Then 2 doesn't go into 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And that's all.
Okay. Because we
So-
know 4 won't, right? That would be the next one to go to, but 4 won't go into 15 evenly. We know 2 won't because it doesn't end in a 0 for an even number. All right.
So the GCF is 3 because there's only 2 numbers that fit into each other, and that's 1, but 3 is greater than 1.
Okay. So over on the side, why don't you just write GCF and what that equals? Perfect. So now let's do the least common multiple. All right, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of this. We'll make a little more room if you need to. We've got the greatest common factor. So how do we do the least common multiple now?
Least common multiple, so you put 12 and 15,
Okay.
and since 3 goes into it, you could put 3. It goes in 4 times. Then 3 goes into 15 5 times. 3 doesn't go into nor of them or any other number except 1.
Right.
But that's prime. So it's 3 times 4 times 5 is 60.
Perfect.
So LCM equals 60.
Good. And that was a nice way of doing it where you had 12 and 15, 3 goes into both because you knew the factor. Goes in there 4 or 5, and you know that it's not going to work with anything else. So we found the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. Malachi, perfect work. Nicely done. Well, today we're at Sequoia Elementary School, and with me today I have Faith, a 5th grader who's going to learn a new way to multiply. Are you ready, Faith? Mm-hmm. All right, why don't you grab the pen? And you came up with these numbers, 24 and 36. So why don't you go ahead and multiply them as you're doing it. Explain to me what you're doing.
Okay. 4 times 6 is 24. And then 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2, 14.
Okay.
And then 3 times 4 is 12.
Now, why did you write the 2 there instead of over there?
Because you're skipping 1 over.
Right. So you're doing it correctly. I was just wondering so that other kids that are learning how to multiply, because now we're multiplying by the 10 spot instead of the 1s, which is why sometimes students put a 0 or an X or something down there.
Okay. And then you're going to put your 1 on top.
Okay.
And then 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1 is 7.
All right.
And then you're going to add them. And 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay, so let's see how this works. So let's go over here, and we're going to go 24 and 36. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to draw some diagonals in there. All right, and we're going to do this single digits. All right, so what's 4 times 3?
12.
So put a 1 and a 2. And 4 times 6?
24.
Okay, so go ahead and put that in there. And now 2 times what?
2 times 3
Right.
is 6.
Well, we'll put the 6 here because there's no 10s in there, right? There you go. So put a 0 up there. And then now what do we multiply?
2 times 6
Okay.
is 12.
Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is just bring the numbers down, all right? So in this diagonal, what numbers do we have?
4.
So just put a 4 there. And now this one,
It would be 2,
well, add them all up.
6.
Okay. And now this one,
8
okay.
here.
And there's nothing in this one, it's just a 0, right? So if you read the number going across like this, what is it?
864.
Which is exactly what you got the other way, right? So it's just a different way to multiply. Faith, nicely done.